From the heart of one of Italy's most fertile agricultural regions comes a new artisanal, fresh, and unfiltered extra virgin olive oil.
Hi, I'm Charles Mann.
And I'm Robin Sidney.
And we're going to tell you a crazy story about this place we're standing in front of.
In Umbria, which is the garden state of Italy, why we're here and why we now are introducing the amazing olive oil, Sacro Mulino, the sacred mill.
So my profession has been and still is making movies. I've made literally hundreds of sci-fi, fantasy, and horror films over the years. And
I'm also an actress in the industry. I've made TV shows like ER, CSI, Drake and Josh, and over 50 movies. And I have a business where I sell product as well.
About 30 years ago, I was making movies in Italy. And my art director said to me, because we were up at a castle here we were shooting at, and he goes, Charlie, look in the valley. You see those two little towers sticking up out of the mud and the trees? I go, yeah. He said, underneath that is a treasure. Underneath that is a structure, probably 500-year-old, either a mill or a fortress. Plus there's hundreds and hundreds of olive trees on that property. Now, some of them are abandoned, some of them need work, but it's an amazing opportunity. Long story short, I bought the property. It took 20 years to be in a position to finally dig the place up. And we discovered, of course, that it was formerly a mill. Little by little, we uncovered an absolute buried treasure.
This is one of the most magical things that we uncovered. This tunnel we dug out, it goes 40 feet back, and guess what we found? The original turbine that hundreds of years ago, water went right through this tunnel. This turned in a circle, and all the way up there was rotating these wheels, and guess what? It was crushing the olives. So this is where the liquid gold starts.
There were other areas where it was suggested we dig, and we found weird artifacts. We are here next to this insane sculpture that we dug up while we were restoring this place. And this was the first clue that we were onto something different and maybe bigger than what we could ever imagine. This sculpture is out of a rock called tuffo. It's a very porous, easier to sculpt type of stone, unlike marble. It reminded me of a place that's literally a few minutes away called Parco di Mostri, Monster Park. What's cool about Monster Park is that those sculptures, which are huge, were pretty much also underground, and they were almost abandoned, and then after World War II, they brought them back to life. And then I went to Monster Park, but I've been going there for years. We had shot a movie there many years ago, and they changed the name to Sacro Bosco, which means sacred forest. It's been Monster Park or Parco di Mostri for 70 years. It made me think there's something more to the story than just, finding an amazing relic. And what we discovered next was unbelievable. The amazing discovery basically says that Paolo V, Pope Paul V, blesses this area for the sacred Sacro Mulino, and its date is 1605. We do know the Pope traveled through here. He blessed this area and this land, this sacred land. When I realized that this area in Umbria, which is the garden state of Italy, was blessed by the Pope and has this amazing ability to grow things bigger and more healthy, it just made sense to rechristen this place Sacro Mulino, the sacred mill. This is where it all begins. After the trees have been taken care of, the olives are ready. These are these gizmos that kind of shake the trees so the olives fall off the trees. We've got about 1,000 trees.
These trees are almost 100 years old, and there's trees on the property that have been here for 300 years. Olive trees can thrive for over 1,000 years.
Sacro Mulino is a field blend of olive varieties from the groves all around us. Groves that have nourished the people of Giove for generations. Each variety contributes flavors and nutrients to the oil, making it unique to this region.
C'è sta raglio, c'è sta leccino, c'è sta il morraiolo,
Sì, sì, sì.
anche il frantoio che è una buona qualità, anche la zona che consiste tanto per la qualità dell'olio.
The olives fall in these nets, and then they pick up the nets, they roll them up, and they put them in crates, and then we take them to a place that separates the leaves from the olives so we can recycle the leaves into fertilizer for next season's crop. This is the stage where the olives essentially get crunched in this cold press and then mixed into a paste to extract the oil. This is very much like at the Sacro Mulino, where in the old days the millstones would crush the olives and coax the oil from the fruit.
And this is really important that there's no heat, so it maintains all the nutrients. And this is the final stage. You can see the olive oil pouring out here. There are different grades of olive oil.
And this is authentic, unfiltered virgin olive oil. And the fact that it's unfiltered adds texture and more body to the oil, giving it an extra fresh, straight from the mill taste. Just so good.
And this is the final product, this amazing Sacro Mulino olive oil.
We came home with a case of new bottles and sat down with our dear friends David and Elisabetta and Enzo, my right-hand man here in Giove, to share the very first taste of this year's harvest of Sacro Mulino.
Good health, everybody. This is great.
The color is incredible.
È buono per davvero.
Unbelievable. This is seriously good.
È fantastico. It's fantastic, truly.
I'm really impressed, I must say. And I've certainly tried plenty in my life.
What's so neat too is it's very natural. There's no preservatives.
The color is absolutely indicative of the fact of how natural and just pressed it was. You can actually taste the health benefits. Because sometimes with olive oil, you're wondering, is it the real thing, is it not?
Yeah.
Well, there's no doubt here.
In the interviews we've done with some of the people here who live here, who are in their 90s and closer to 100, they're in incredible health. A couple of them, they don't just use it to cook, they take a tablespoon or two, they drink it.
Noi abbondanti,
Bene.
noi abbondiamo con l'olio.
Sì.
Ma io lo mangio a crudo.
Pure crudo?
Pure a crudo. Per l'insalata, per esempio, per legumi, per queste cose.
Ho capito.
È eccezionale. Io ho provato anche questo che abbiamo fatto quest'anno, facendo la bruschetta. È una meraviglia.
The fact that we did have this blessing of Pope Paolo V is amazing. So we're also...
Well, this whole area was religious, had religious connotations. Yeah.
Definitely. So we have hopefully a bit of an extra magic. And the fact that every olive in this olive oil comes from this immediate region, right from these hills, is very cool. So I have to end by saying something that, again, is somewhat poetic and strange, because as we began, I let people know that my profession is making movies, and Robin's an actress. And not just normal movies, we make sci-fi, fantasy, and especially horror movies. So by sheer coincidence, this was not part of the plan, because you can't plan when the harvest is. Tonight, right now, as we do this, it's Halloween.
Yeah.
So happy Halloween.
Yay. Happy Halloween,
everyone.
Diane, Enzo,
Hey.
And for longevity and good health.
and all that stuff. So thanks for watching this.
Sacro Mulino olive oil, the fresh, unfiltered, authentic taste of Italy, from our sacred groves to your table. For more information, please visit sacromulino.com.